I mean, let's go back to some headline facts for Indonesia, right?
Sure.
So these are some pretty scary stats, but the study shows that basically 70% of Indonesians are living paycheck to paycheck, right?
Hmm.
And 30% of them actually borrowing before they get their salary, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
they're trying to access their salary before the next payroll, right? And OJK, which is obviously the regulatory body here, uh, shows that financial literacy is improving, and yet it's still 50% of adults are financial illiterate. So I think even 5 years before digitalization, I think less than 60% of the population had bank accounts,
Yeah.
right? So by having pure access to bank accounts means their money's not left under the cupboards,
Yeah.
right? But one of the things that really concerns me, Daniel, and I really want to call it out here, especially in Indonesia, there's been a tremendous uptake or push for financial inclusion, but it's a bit dangerous because it's slightly unsustainable. Because what I mean by that is there's also been a explosion of what we call pinjos or online loans, right?
Yeah.
So people get the scorecard to say, yeah, I've given people a financial product, right? Some of the online loan practice here is so unsustainable, right? You can borrow 10 million, but you have to pay back 20 in order to use that 10. And a lot of people do not understand that. They think, great, I can use 10 million now, I can use it immediately. But then I then have to pay back 20. Like, that's, in my opinion, unsustainable. And then there's been a lot of people where their lives been destroyed because of the stress of trying to pay back. The practice of collecting is pretty scary in Indonesia, right? So I think for me it's really important that we also really focus on financial literacy, because giving people products or tools without them knowing what that product means for them is super dangerous,
Yeah.
right? And so I think we need to also really focus on literacy in addition to inclusion.